We are, we are live. Are live. Welcome to Speculation Sunday on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday.
Happy April Fool's Day. We have finally made it to April. We're in the thick of things now. I feel like everything is going to be heating up from all the theme parks and all the news happening. But we are partnered here today with Just Ask Danny. How you doing, Danny?
I'm good. We've been pretty good with our streaks on Sundays, but we figured let's give an Easter a break so we come back on a different day.
And good thing we came back today. We got Disney dropping Tiana Bayou Adventure details over there at Walt Disney World. I guess we're involved in that, right? Some of that's coming this way. We also got 60th. I struggle so much saying 60th. I'm just going to say 60. The 60th anniversary of the studio tour. They dropped everything. So we'll go over that stuff today. And Knott's Berry Farm, nothing. Six Flags, nothing. So we're really going to stick to Disneyland and Universal today. Danny, any podcasts or like content coming from the YouTubes down the line this week, just to let people know?
Yeah, we got a new. I'll have a new episode coming out. It won't be out tomorrow. It'll be out Thursday. For the podcast. That'll be on the 5571 podcast, and then I'm gonna be at the parks this weekend, posting on Twitter and Instagram. So make sure you're following me there for the opening of Season of the Force, which starts this Friday. I know you'll be there too at some point.
Yeah.
we'll get into that as well.
Yeah, we got a lot to get into. Welcome everybody. Thank you everybody for joining us on a Tuesday. I know it's not the normal day that we go live for Speculation Sunday, but honestly, every time we wait, it seems like it works out. And this time it worked out great. We got a new member, Just Eddie. What's up, Eddie? Welcome to the Fire Club, my friend. Thank you for supporting the Fire. Wow, we got a lot of people in here. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Smash it. Smash it. I want to get off to a quick start, Danny, and I want to get into this because I feel like this came out of nowhere. Why today? April 2nd. Why talk about Disneyland Autopia will replace gas cars per LA Times? What the heck's going on? Since the opening with Disneyland Park in 1955, Autopia has remained a guest favorite, most popular with young kids experiencing driving for the first time. As the industry moves towards alternative fuel sources, we have developed a roadmap to electrify this attraction and are evaluating technology that will enable us to convert from gas engines in the next few years. Your thoughts, Danny? Because this one came out of nowhere. Tomorrowland changes what?
Yeah, I think we have to look at Tomorrowland as a whole, right? I think their plans for this whole space have really changed so much, and they just don't want to commit to anything because they don't know. Everything's in flux, and I think we still all go back to that one video clip, that one picture of Joe Rohde holding up the Star Wars, what is it? The launch bay in his hand, or the Interventions building, as I used to call it. But it's kind of sad in my opinion because I hate the Autopia and I hate how much space it takes up. But I know kids love this ride, and I know I loved it as a kid, so I can't hate it too much. But I hate going on it now just because of how stinky it is and how you just get knocked out with fumes. I don't know how those cast members work that attraction, beyond me.
I know how it feels. It sucks.
Yeah, dude, on a hot summer day, I can only imagine. But I I just think, because Disney is kind of confronting and saying that they're going to work on this as far as electrification, that means a significant investment in the vehicles, which means this ride's probably not going anywhere. So, as much as some people want to see this space used in the future for something else, we know that Autopia and the submarines are a package deal. If one goes, the other has to go too. So, Disney just spent a lot of money redoing Finding Nemo submarine voyage,
Look
and
at
now we know. Yeah, there it is. They spent a lot of money redoing the submarine voyage, and then they're going to spend money probably doing this. I would imagine they say in the next few years because we have something pending for Tomorrowland in the horizon, right? And what do we
it's
have
starting
on
to
the
feel that
horizon
way.
at Disneyland? We have 75th. Mondo said it a bunch of times, so.
Yeah. We could solidify that Avatar is not going to Autopia land, Nemo submarine area. I think that could just be ruled out. And I really feel like it pushes the conversation then to Avatar experience really coming to DCA, that Hollywood Lounge area, stage 17 and beyond. It's really starting to push that way. I'm glad that they're going electric though, for real. And that move, we're talking like probably $1 million moves, dude. Because I feel like the ride would change in the storytelling in the ride would change too. Even though it's already kind of futuristic in there, but I feel like whatever sponsor's going to come in, I don't know if they stay with Honda, I think is the current one. But I feel like the changes are going to happen inside the ride and the story of the ride, and that ain't going to be cheap. I don't suspect anything changing, like the layout of the lands. I don't think none of that'll change. It's just an electric car or a hybrid. I don't know what they're going to go with. Um, do you want to start off anywhere, Danny, with all the topic of conversations there is?
Yeah, I kind of wanted to talk about the poster and some of the other news that we saw from Walt Disney World for Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
Let's get to it, dude. Came out of nowhere. I'm going to go back to blogmickey.com, my favorite to follow. Here it is, Danny. Um, all this, we got introduced to new critters. We got this new ride poster. Where did your eyes go when you saw this ride poster, Danny? Like,
They they immediately went to Tiana's palace right
yeah.
away.
And we're talking Walt Disney World. All right.
Yeah,
That don't exist over there.
yeah, it doesn't, not yet anyway.
uh, where do you stand? Like, how do you feel about this? You excited? Uh, what piqued your interest on this poster? What are your thoughts, Danny?
Well, a couple things. So I was, what are those buildings? Like obviously we know the water tower, that's part of the ride, but that other building there, is that like something they're going to be building for like the entrance of the attraction? Cuz that vaguely has a similar shape to like what used to be the entrance to Splash Mountain on the like the lower half by where Big Thunder is, at least for Walt Disney World.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's like a new building. We know that Tiana purchased, Tiana's business, Tiana's Foods purchased the abandoned salt mine as like a production area for her factory for Tiana's Foods, and it's her employee owned business, right? It's what they talk about in the storyline. So maybe this is like the factory, and that's the entrance that you're going into. I don't know. And there's been a lot of rumors from a bunch of people who cover, different Walt Disney World news for the rumor landscape. Anyway, I know there's like DSNY newscasts and like Mickey Views or whatever. I'm not sure all of them, but I know that a lot of people in that space have mentioned like the Frontierland restaurants turning into Tiana's Palace, like Pecos Bill
Yeah,
restaurant,
that's
Tall
the big.
Tale Cafe. So that could be a good spot for it, right? It's directly in the line sight of the attraction, almost just like that. right? Because
Yeah.
if you look at it, if you're standing at Pecos Bill, it's kind of like Tiana's is behind you. So that kind of like lines up. But that's where it went to right away. And it's funny to see Frontierland for it because like we're so used to seeing Critter Country for ours. So, but it's a cool attraction poster. I don't necessarily know that we're gonna go like carbon copy with that.
Mhm.
Sometimes they kind of do that, but we'll have to see if ours is a little different.
I think this is from Disney Food Blog. Credit to them. Picos Bill is literally like eyesight. It's like Picos Bill, Tiana's. Like they're all in one vision right there. You know what I mean? Uh, I never been to Picos Bill, but I hear it's not good. Like since the pandemic and its return, it has not been good. Did you eat there on any of your trips, Danny?
My OG trips to Walt Disney World would always visit Pecos Bill,
What was like the go
because
thing there? Like the go to thing there, Danny?
well, the go-to thing there pre-pandemic was the toppings bar, and that was something that went away. Obviously, touching things.
Mm-hmm.
We saw that too over. We've seen it return since then, but we saw it go away over at the Smoke Jumpers Grill in Disney California Adventure Park. Same thing. They had a toppings bar too, not as robust as Pecos Bill, but Pecos Bill had a bunch of stuff. They had like chili toppings. They had like a nacho cheese like machine, like not like a machine, but like a pump where you can pump out like nacho cheese and stuff. So you just get like burgers and like just a bunch of other different types of sandwiches and Mexican food and stuff. And you could take it over to the toppings bar, which just had a ton of stuff, and you could load it up. And people were even like using it as a hack. So like they would go get like over in um, Liberty Square, they would get like a big baked potato from like that one stand that's outside, and then they would take it over to Pecos Bill and like fill it up with a bunch of stuff.
And
So
that toppings bar carried the weight there.
it did. It was a really good quick service location, honestly.
I
Um,
missed the toppings bar at Smoke Jumper Grill. I don't know. Is it back? I don't think it is.
yeah, I thought didn't they bring it back?
I don't even know. I haven't been there forever.
You
I
know
know
who brought back their toppings bar, or at least has a nice new one now, is over at the Grizzly Creek Lodge at Knott's Berry Farm. We saw
Knott's
that the other.
Berry Farm.
Yeah.
Knott's bringing back the toppings bar. Real quick, Dan, we got a gifted membership. Savage Baca went to Daniel. Fired up. Savage Baca for supporting the Fires. Um, okay, this poster for me, I kind of looked at it as like, I have to say it. Like, do you get Tiana's Foods out of this? You know what I mean? I don't. I really don't. And I don't know if it was like I've been following this so much. I thought it was gonna be Tiana Foods, like food, the whole food, and her being successful in the business and this and that. I feel like it's just gone totally away from any of that thought, and now it's singing critters and musical critters, because that's what was introduced today. I don't know if this post has it. Yeah, right here. Like we're not getting none of this. What we're getting is singing critters right here at the top. Like that's the big one. Let me see if I can bring it up. I think where is it? I guess it's a Parks blog. Right here, Danny. I got it. We got introduced today to more critters. I don't know how I'm going to remember all this. Octavia, Papa, Claude. We also got Bernadette, Sebastian, and Fina. Man, was I looking into this all wrong, Danny, about Tiana's Foods? Or was this all about a musical celebration from the beginning and I just misinterpreted it?
When we first heard about the attraction and they showed us like some early video concepts after everything was announced, they did mention some critters. But it almost looked like in the concept art that we originally saw that they were like just repurposing the critters that we already had. in the Zippity Doodah part, like at the very end of Splash Mountain, like the raccoon playing on the turtle and all that kind of stuff. It almost looked like they were repurposing those animals, and kind of just incorporating that. There was a storyline originally about how Princess Tiana was looking for the magic ingredient to um, finish her stuff for the Mardi Gras celebration. Then it was she was trying to get a musical act together. I feel like I've seen her or heard a lot of different variations, or it's kind of evolved,
Yeah.
like on what the storyline was. Either way, like I know, like the biggest thing with Princess and the Frog is it has some of the best music ever in a Disney movie. It's so recognizable, it's so singable, and right off the bat, Disney was leaning into like, oh, this song's gonna have original, or this ride's gonna have original songs, and we're all like, well, that's cool, but like the best part about this movie and this franchise is the music. It's almost like the Little Mermaid. Like the best part about that franchise is the music, and that's what's featured in the ride, right? So we wanted this ride to feature that as well too. And now we Mondo's even received rumors, or was given a rumor that was posted by some account on X that said that they were they've now kind of shifted that focus to where the original music that they created for this attraction is only going to be featured in like the station and the queue area, and that the ride itself has just music from the movie. So
Hmm.
like that's kind of we don't really know so far there. The only
Yeah.
thing we have seen is that during testing over at Walt Disney World, in that outdoor area where you first, you've just exited the station, you've gone up the lift hill, and you make that first little turnaround where people are dropping next to you on the right hand side. Well, actually, Mondo's showing it right here. This scene right here, the pond scene. We've seen this testing over at Walt Disney World, and in this scene, when they turned on the audio, they're playing "Down in New Orleans," the song. Uh, so we know that that's from the movie, right? And that's a popular song. So we know that that's playing outside. But yeah, I feel like just in general, like I don't really know kind of what the ride's about anymore. And I think the only negative thing I could say about the whole like introduction to Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and just in general, like the placemaking and everything. Obviously, Mama Odie's treehouse would have been cool, but logistically, we know, right? The mountain can't accommodate that. That's why we didn't get it. Is the structure couldn't accommodate the weight of that added, part on the top there. So that makes sense as to why they went with what they had. But I think the only negative thing was this whole focus on Tiana's Foods. It confused a lot of people, and I feel like that's the only negative thing I could say about it. Is that like half the people thought it was like a restaurant. They were confused when they were walking by, like, why did they close Splash Mountain and they're putting a
Danny, I've
restaurant there?
legitimately on the bridge of Splash Mountain,
Oh,
Disneyland,
I hear it
and
all the time.
people all the time. Oh, Tiana's Foods? When is that coming? And I'm like, what? This is
Yeah,
right. This is not.
that's the only thing I could say negative about it. I
This
just
is
feel like
singing critters. This is not. It's not about food.
'cause I don't feel like it's like widely known by a lot of people other than us, because we've like been
Covered.
kind of following it, that like what Tiana's Foods is like. Oh, it's her business. Oh, it's really successful, and she has a second shop now in New Orleans Square, and like you know I don't think a lot of people kind of know that backstory, because it doesn't have anything to do with the movie. And Disney hasn't really explained any of it, to be honest, unless you've been following the parks blog. So like the average guest doesn't know this backstory because they haven't shared it. And then I don't know, Mondo at some point heard that it was going to be based off of the Disney Plus show, but I never heard that. So I don't know where you heard that, but
I could have
um,
sworn. I could have sworn I read somewhere that a lot of what's happening in the ride, it's not necessarily based on the Disney Plus show, but it's just like continuation in this whole storyline. It's all together.
yeah. So I don't know. Maybe they'll explain it somehow, but like at this point, I don't.
Like,
I don't really know.
what comes up when I put Tiana's Disney Plus show? Like, what are the details that come up when I like look that up? I'm really curious myself. Um, Let me see. Oh my gosh, I'm just getting ads. Hold on. Okay. I'm just looking up whatever the heck came first. It's Disney fandom. Tiana is an upcoming television series produced by Walt Disney Studio, written and directed by Stella. The series is a sequel of the 2009 animated Princess and the Frog, set to premiere in 20. So a whole lot of nothing right there. Synopsis: in this series, Tiana sets off for a grand new adventure as the newly crowned princess of Maldonia, but a calling to her New Orleans past isn't far behind. Wow, I don't. That literally told me nothing. I don't know what this show's about. I, what do you get from that? I have no idea, dude.
Well, obviously she marries Prince Naveen, right? So she becomes the princess. Um, and it's saying a calling to her New Orleans past isn't far behind. So maybe it does have to do with the fact that she opened her restaurant at the end of the movie. So maybe like the calling is like her business and restaurant is becoming larger, and she's kind of being torn between the two.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I have no doubt that the Imagineers will pull together like a really good storyline for Splash Mountain. The redo of it to Tiana's Bayou Adventure. So I don't have any doubt about that. But I just think like what we've seen so far has like been so mixed. I don't like. I thought I knew right away like what the ride was about, but now I'm actually gonna go into it pretty blind and like,
Yeah,
which is kind of cool, I guess.
yeah.
Not knowing what it's gonna be about, other than the fact that hopefully the rumors about the music from the movie being in the ride are true, because that's what I was originally hoping when we
Yeah.
had
I
heard that
want
this was going to be taking over.
I want all the iconic songs from the movie and the ride. I want that. It's
Yeah.
all good. It's all nothing but
Hmm.
good. I kept hearing on, or not hearing, but kept reading on Twitter that this building right here is the finale. That's what I've heard. I don't even get there,
Okay.
but that building right here is the finale show scene. Maybe Tiana.
Where the boat used to be on Splash Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Got
Yep.
it. Okay.
That's the finale. I'm guessing that's the finale for Disneyland too. I could only imagine. Tomorrow's the big day. Disney will have their shareholder call, I guess is what they call it. Their shareholder call, their Nelson Peltz battle, and with all that stuff going on. A lot of people are rooming tomorrow, Danny, that it's going to be the date that they finally announce opening date, or previews for that matter too. I sure hope so. What a weird slow play on this ride, because you're I'm not saying you're forcing people, but you're putting people on the brink in regards to travel time. You know what I mean? Because what about if they do say like, oh, this ride opens in June? There's a lot of stuff already booked up, and things are expensive to travel to Florida in a June. And mind you, terrible weather. Uh, I don't know, dude. I feel like this should have been a January early. Boom. Hey, come travel. Book your hotels. Come visit Tiana's Bayou Adventure in whatever, you know what I mean, whatever date. I just wish it got announced in June, dude. I really feel that was a bad decision. Um,
Yeah, it's gonna be tough if they don't have a water ride in the summer again, right, for Disneyland. Um, but there are some water play options, right? They've got the finally got the Donald's Duck Pond open in Toontown,
yeah,
and then the fountain as well to play in. So there are some water like fun things to do this
Grizzly River,
summer.
Grizzly River.
Yeah, and then but this attraction, I don't necessarily know that we'll see it open this summer. I'm still thinking we're seeing like a September October time frame for this. I have a feeling what
In
we're
our
gonna
in Disneyland's.
in Disneyland. Yeah, yeah. I for Disney World, I know you're saying like they said summer. Like when
Yeah,
is that
I'm
going to be?
thinking
Kind of
June,
thing.
dude. I'm really thinking June.
Yeah, I have a feeling for Tiana's Bayou Adventure for Disneyland. I think what's going to happen, Mondo, is August is really close to probably when this is going to be opening in Disneyland, and that's D23. So I'm guessing like during the parks announcement, they'll say Tiana's Bayou Adventure opens October or whatever, and then like, that'll be like just a couple months away. So from that time point, so they'll show us like maybe some more footage or like some ride footage inside or something. Because at that point, Tiana's Bayou Adventure will already have opened at Walt Disney World and have been open for a couple months probably.
Everything's
So
spoiled. Everything's spoiled. We got Chris with the super chat. Hey Mondo, with Princess and the Frog by far the most represented IP from animation studios in the park, could you see Frozen or Moana get some love? They're gonna get the love, dude. Frozen's already getting the love in was it Hong Kong? Hong Kong just got it.
yeah, Hong Kong.
Tokyo's about to get more Frozen. Frozen, they want Frozen everywhere. Anywhere they could plot a Frozen land, it's coming. I do not doubt Frozen is on Bob Iger's to-do list with the expansion of Disneyland Forward. Moana, I don't know. It would make total sense. Anytime Disney has the opportunity to yell to the top, it is the most streamed movie on Disney Plus. It's like we've heard it so many times. It's the most streamed movie because that's the only movie they recommend on the recommended algorithm. Like it's the only movie I get. It's weird. Like I've said it before. I'm watching Mighty Ducks D2, and then Moana gets recommended. Like the very next, it's like what? How did we go from this to this? Yeah, Disney's algorithm's weird. You feel the same way, Danny? We're gonna get a Frozen land, or they want to put a Frozen land wherever they can.
I hope they do. I'm of the mind that I really want that. People wouldn't agree with me in that aspect. Some people wouldn't. But I think we'll get it at some point, and I hope we do, because everything we've seen in Hong Kong is like amazing. So
yeah. The restaurants, the meet and greets, and all that, it's just good. I like Frozen. I'm not a Frozen hater. Let me see real quick from Jocelyn. I need advice for Universal Studios Silver Pass. Is it worth getting? I don't know. I've only had the highest pass for a long time. I don't even know what a silver gets you. Let me see. I just want to answer this real quick. Silver Pass. Compare passes. What do I get if I was to get a silver? So silver, you get 275 days. No discount, no express. Includes free general parking. No, you do not. I'm gonna say no. Get that gold. Get parking alone. $35 for parking sucks every single time. Straight
yeah,
up.
I was gonna say right, the difference between the two is about $75 ish, like around $70-$80, and basically like 2 or 3 times in parking is gonna pay for that difference. So
yeah.
plus you get the benefits of the discount, on merchandise and stuff, and then beverage, and trust me, you need that at Universal because the food prices like put Disney to like a test. They're like so expensive. So
Yup, and prices everywhere keep going up and up, and it's never ending. We got Virginia Lake gifting a membership. Let's go. Who'd that go to? To Disney Magic Maiden. Let's go. Thank you for gifting a membership. Also, too, we got 10 months from Susan. Let's go. Oh, my Lanta. We got, hold on, we got a special guest. he wants to come say hi. He's a sleepy guy. He doesn't. Hold on. Hold your horses. Okay. Come on. This guy's just yelling up a storm. Hold on. Okay. You want to say hi? You want to say hi to everybody? He said, "What's up, Danny?" Okay, let me hit. He wants the applause. I already know it.
what's his shirt?
There's future player. It's like a Rams, LA Rams. He just wanted to say hi. You didn't even do your hair. There you go. There you go. Say hi to the hair. Oh, oh. Okay. Okay. Go back with mama. It's okay. It's okay. Coco. We got a sleepy guy over here.
Give that baby a burrito.
Sleepy guy right there. All right. All right.
As Arlene says, give that baby a burrito.
Mondo's right about Disney Plus. They only promote top performers anyway. Not going for Discovery cool old stuff. When have you been recommended a 90s movie, a 90s show? Anything 90s. I feel like 90s is making a resurgence. Melissa says, check Venmo. I'm on it. Give me a second.
We got a gifted, or not a gifted membership. We have a. Or did you get the Virginia Lake gifted membership? Okay.
Next up is Calfaxion. Can you read that one, Danny?
Yeah, we also got a Definable Titan member message. He sends 5 fires to Mondo.
Oh, damn.
Calfaxian sends a super chat for $5. It says, "Hey guys, wife and I came to Disney for our 1-year anniversary. Currently waiting for fireworks. Packed meter was crazy today, but still had a lot of fun. Congratulations! Happy anniversary!
Happy anniversary! Oh, damn! I gotta hit the clock.
Yeah, the Mondo said the packed meter was insane for Disney or for Universal, so I would imagine Disneyland is not far behind.
This week's just gonna suck. It's packed. Everybody wants to do something, and theme parks are more popular than ever before. So yeah, it's gonna be busy. If you could get Express, if you could afford that or have a pass with it, you're in luck. Disneyland, if you could get Disney Genie Plus, but like you have to buy it early. If you buy it in the midday to later, like Disney Genie Plus worthless with how busy it is. But thank you, Calfaxion. And real quick, Definable Titan, thank you for dropping that 5 fires, man. I appreciate you. 3 months. We also got Melissa dropping a super chat on the Venmo. $5. Happy Speculation Sunday on a Tuesday. After you sent me that photo, Mondo, I want to go now. I can't wait a couple more weeks. Let me see if I could bring that up real quick. Because Melissa's going to Tokyo. She's going to go to literally one of the best parks ever. Where can I check? Gosh, it's like... let me see. Like Instagram on a desktop is just not the same. Like usability, like it's not the same. Can I look for Melissa? There we go. Where is this message? They make it so hard. Oh, here we go. Got it, Danny. I got it. Dude, Disneyland, I feel one day we'll be at this level. But look at that, Danny.
Yeah, the Donald Duck celebration.
They're just like Donald Duck everything. Even the like, I don't know if they got like play mats or something to eat on. It's crazy. Sheesh. What is that like a hot dog? Like a grilled cheese hot dog French fry thing? I don't know what's going on in these meals, but I want it.
Yeah, we never go that hard.
Man. Let me see. What are people in the chat saying? Arlene says, I did Genie Plus and everything was booked. We got there at 9 a.m. and only use it for Thunder at noon. I spent $48 to ride Thunder. That's why, no lie, the individual landing lane for Rise is worth it. It's just, you're going to get the banger ride. And for the most part, your individual landing lane is like, it's right away. Yeah, that kind of sucks to think like, oh, I'm gonna get on so many rides. You get on two rides, two of the popular rides. Uh, Let me see. I'm just
We got
reading.
a we got a super chat from Didi Gallardo, sends $5. Says Mondo. Oh my god, did you see Crystal and Chris live early? So many things to see on the studio tour. Hyped. Did they do some sort of preview of it?
Yeah, dude, let me go to that real quick. I put it on my Instagram story. I caught that they put it on a reel. Let me see if I could show. Let me bring it up, dude. Universal, like on a day to day right now, things are just changing so freaking much. It's crazy. Shout out to Crystal and Chris. If you guys don't follow them, follow them on Instagram, the YouTube, Twitter. They got it everywhere. But they posted this reel. Can I play the music?
We just got off the studio tour. And warning, spoilers ahead, and this has to do with the studio tour Glam Tram 60th anniversary. You have to see this. Spoilers ahead.
This is some of the first time we're seeing some of the sneak peek of more of our 60th anniversary celebration.
No. I just saw those platform, I guess. And then look at that, Danny. Hollywood sign. Uh, I'm guessing that glamour tram is a photo op.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna take the regular tram and then get off. But isn't there a glamour tram like makeover for one of the trams and you can ride it right now already?
Yeah, yeah, but they're gonna have everything glamour tram. Like we'll get into this. I'm just showing. Wow, they got to go behind. They're going through the new route, dude. Damn. And
Why didn't you go today?
I wanted to go to Disneyland tomorrow, but I don't think I am. Wow. Dude, literally, I was just there yesterday, I think, and we didn't do this. Wow. So shout out to Crystal and Chris. Freaking cool. It's getting cooler and cooler. DD Gallardo, thank you for the super chat, my friend. Yeah, Crystal and Chris, so crazy. So freaking crazy. Danny, is there anything else you want to get into?
Um, Not that I could think of truly. The only thing that we saw not that long ago, and I don't know if you posted it, Mondo. I thought you did. Oh, there was one thing I did want to cover. So last week we talked about it on Speculation Sunday. How I was at Downtown Disney, and I used my sleuthing skills, and I said that well, first off, we reported that the Wonderground Gallery had closed, and we didn't know why it closed. We didn't know if it was a permanent closure or what was happening. We've reported on it being closed before and didn't want to jump to any conclusions. Well, I posted a tweet last weekend when we talked about it, showing that the sign looked like the Disney dress shop and how we thought that the dress shop might move here. And sure enough, it was the Disney dress shop. So we were right. We were talking about that, and it is confirmed. So this brings a little bit more credibility to the rumor that the Disney dress shop, the old location, is going to be absorbed into the Marceline's Confectionery. And now we'll have one big giant candy store for Downtown Disney, which is what it needs, in all honesty. Big candy treat store to sell a bigger selection and just more items, right? I think compared to like Disney Springs over at Walt Disney World, they have the Goofy Candy Company, in addition to like a bunch of other treat things that we just don't have. So it'd be cool if they add the slushy machines here and like a whole bunch of other stuff that's not currently in Marceline's Confectionery, and they'll have space to do it now with this expanded location. So if that's the case, we don't know that's the case, right? But so far, all the things that we've talked about as rumor have started coming true, at least in this aspect. We don't know what it means though to the future of the Wonderground Gallery. Um, that was the former Wonderground Gallery location. So, and who knows? Maybe they throw a curveball. Maybe Dress Shop becomes the Wonderground Gallery. At this point, I don't.
It
At
goes
this point,
back
I don't
to
know.
Underground Gallery.
No, the old location. They just swap. So who knows? Maybe that's the other. Maybe that's the move. Maybe it becomes the Wonderground Gallery. Um, instead of the Disney Dress Shop and not the expanded Marcelline's. But I have a feeling that the expanded Marcelline's confectionery is much more profitable for them in the long run. And we've seen Wonderground Gallery in the past in that little shop over at the ESPN zone. So maybe we see it go back over there, especially since people are going to be in that direction now, specifically for Earl of Sandwich. And I don't know, Mondo, have you posted a picture of what Earl of Sandwich looks like now, at least the temporary location they built over by ESPN zone?
I only put it in my story and it's gone. But yeah, confirmed that like mobile kind of shop looking thing. That's Earl of Sandwich. However, they're going to be cooking things in there. I don't know, but
Yeah. So essentially, there's a little mobile trailer. We've talked about it before. That was being built between the Star Wars Trading Post and the former ESPN Zone building. We thought it might be Earl of Sandwich. We heard rumors that it might be. And then Scott Goosen, I think, reached out to Disney or someone from Earl of Sandwich, and they gave him confirmation that a long time ago that it was. And then now it just finished its decoration. So the whole kind of futuristic looking trailer has been wrapped in a vinyl wrap for Earl of Sandwich. So it has all the Earl kind of like red and I guess was it like a tan color, that color scheme all over it. And this is the temporary location for Earl of Sandwich while they close their current temporary location. I know it's so confusing. While they're building their permanent location. So that's a lot. So they're in a temporary location now, moving to another temporary location while their permanent location is being built. So we know the current temporary location is going to be the home of Portos Bakery. We know the building will be destroyed, and they're going to build a new one for Portos from the ground up. So I don't know how they're going to lay it out. We don't know anything. So hopefully we hear and see something soon. And I'd love to see them kick Earl of Sandwich out of there because I want Portos to come sooner than later. And as long as Earl of Sandwich is there, they can't start working on it. So I don't want Earl of Sandwich to go away. I'm happy that it's got a temporary location, but I want them to close because that means they can start working on Portos.
Oh, I want Portos. The fact that like you could be at Disneyland and then go to Portos for lunch and then go back to Disneyland, that's crazy. It's never happened.
We have some people in the chat, Mondo, saying Wonderground Gallery is closed for good. I don't know. I've been burned before by saying this. So I won't say it anymore. But
who knows what's happening with Wonderground Gallery?
No, yeah.
I feel like Disney's like their importance to sell art, I feel like has gone down. That's just how I feel. Underground Gallery has not been a priority at all anymore. As you can see how many times it's moving. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's going to have... Maybe Underground Gallery just comes like seasonally. It's
so...
Like ESPN exit area. Underground Gallery.
Back to Super Chat. We got one from 88 Ford for Life who sends $5 and says, have you guys mentioned Autopia yet? Although he spelled it Autotopia. 88 Ford for Life made that mistake that all the guests make. They add another T in there that doesn't exist.
Not Autotopia?
No, it's not. And I hate when people say Autotopia. It like bothers me so much because I'm like, look at the sign. There's only one T in it.
What was the Autotopia smell? Was it nostalgic for you, Danny, or you hated it?
No, I don't. There's no nostalgia tied to that.
I know. I said that earlier in a video, Danny. People were like, "That smells not nostalgia." I was like, "Pirates of the Caribbean water."
Yeah, but 88 Ford for Life. We'll pretend like you didn't say Autotopia. But yeah, we did already talk about this. We gave our thoughts. I'm a little sad because it means that Autopia is sticking around for a while because if they're going to invest money in it. But the good news is it probably means that there's an announcement for Tomorrowland on the horizon. And when Disney gives like a vague little description, which Mondo shared earlier in the video, it usually indicates that there's like more details to come, and that's probably going to be when they announce some sort of renovation for Tomorrowland. And I'm pretty sure that's also why Disney's never finished the entrance to Tomorrowland, because it's going to tie in with whatever renovation is they're doing for it. So
yeah, hopefully D23 we get something. It would be a great time to say something. Chris Lucas, Super Chat. The fact they announced electric cars for Autotopia tells me they feel confident City Council will vote to approve Disneyland Forward. They're going to approve it. I feel like at this point in time, for some like the extreme reverse happening is like it has to be rare. Especially with Disney saying like we're ready to drop billions. Not even like 100 of million. We're dropping billions. So yeah, I just want to go over this real quick, Danny. Thank you, Chris Lucas. I want to go over this because this literally dropped out of nowhere, dude. Another Parks blog today. 4 ways Disneyland continues on the road to sustainability, plus more to come. There you go, is what Danny was literally just saying. As Walt Disney Company continues on the road to sustainability towards environmental goals for 2030, which includes achieving net zero greenhouse gas emission, Disneyland Resort continues to evaluate and explore innovative opportunities in clean transportation. To celebrate the start of Earth Month, let's take a look at 4 ways guests can get to and from around Disneyland Resort via low or zero emission vehicle. At the beginning of Disneyland visit, guests aboard a parking lot tram that runs on compressed natural gas. We got the monorail. Since its installation, its sustainable efforts continue throughout the park. It has been a high-speed, zero-emission transportation that emits no direct exhaust or pollutants. I keep thinking if they're going to talk about Autopia here. I guess and we can't leave out one of our opening day attractions, Autopia, which is on the road to electrification in the next few years. We look forward to sharing more about that in the future. Damn. Crazy. Yeah, this Parks block came out of nowhere, dude. Literally dropped like an hour ago or something. Does it say a time? No time. I'm excited. I like Tomorrowland being considered for anything. We got another super chat from Vegas Film Critic. I ate at Tortilla Joes for the last time. Very sad. I've been eating there for 20 years. Oh, my Lanta. It's so crazy to say it's going to be gone. When's the closing date? Is it tomorrow? Oh, my Lanta.
the closing date is, I think, the 14th. I want to say you pulled up that one post on
I got it right here, Danny. Tortilla Joes, April 7th, last day, Sunday. Damn, Tortilla Joes. You better go. You gotta go now. You're trying to like have that one last good memory, tableside guac. You better go now. Holy smokeritties. I'm glad you brought that up, Vegas Film Critic. I totally forgot that this is it. Michael Jackson. This is it.
This is it. I was just going to say that. You took it out of my mouth.
I had to say it. Thank you, Vegas Film Critic. We also got another super... Divine Florist. Just got my magic key. Anything I should know. I got a lot of things you should know, but like top 2 things a new magic key holder should know, Danny, from your experience.
When you make reservations for the theme park, put them in your calendar as well. Not just don't just rely on Disney reminding you via email, because sometimes you might make a reservation really far in advance just because you're looking at the calendar and you're like, oh my gosh, this is the only Sunday that's available. Let me just book it. And then you book it, and then the time comes and passes, and you don't remember to cancel it, and then you get a strike. And then before you know it, you're at 2 strikes. So, like, definitely put it in your calendar or write it down somewhere other than just making a reservation. And then the other tip I would say is is don't forget to um, like don't rule out going last minute. So like if you're okay with kind of making some last minute plans, a lot of times you can get last minute reservations the day before, or more specifically the night before when people cancel. So
The like top things I want to say, if you really want the next day, your best bet to get a reservation is like 11 at night to midnight. That like 1 hour window. A lot of people cancel, so you have to back out all the way and then go back in. You can't just keep refreshing the calendar. It's stupid. Another thing about reservations or about having a magic key, if you see like Saturdays just open up later in the month, even if you don't even think you're going to go, I just book them. Because Saturdays are like nearly impossible sometimes. So those are my 2 tips. And I'm glad you got a pass. You're about to enjoy like some of the best Disneyland we've ever had. Pixar Fest, Season of the Force, Wondrous Journey, Fantasmic. Sheesh, it's gonna get crazy. We got Rick dropping a super chat. Excited for Autopia electric cars. The lawnmower fumes are awful. Just ask Bougie Danny any bougie tips for this week. 5-5. Any bougie tips for the week, Danny?
I got a bougie tip already, actually. So if you guys, that's another thing we forgot to talk about, Mondo. You'll need to pull it up right now.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that. We'll go into it. Season of the Force starts this Friday, and they released a foodie guide on Season of the Force. And in that foodie guide, they showed all the new food coming to Galactic Grill, coming to Docking Bay 7, Bronto Roasters, Oga's Cantina, all over the place inside Disneyland, and also some other fun things they're doing for Star Wars Season of the Force. But my bougie tip is, if you didn't have the money or the availability to go on the Galactic Star Cruiser, well, you can get a taste of the Galactic Star Cruiser inside Oga's Cantina for a limited time. I don't know if it's for a limited time, but at least it's on the foodie guide for Star Wars Season of the Force coming to Disneyland. They're going to have 2 cocktails that were originally in the Galactic Star Cruiser's Sublight Lounge. And if you haven't seen them, they're really cool. If you want to go watch Peter and Kitra from Ordinary Adventures, they have like every possible video you could think of on the Star Cruiser, and they've definitely documented the Sublight Lounge to its fullest extent. But there's 2 cocktails. Can you pull up that foodie guide, Mondo?
Yeah, on it. Season of the Force food guide. Got it. It's like I thought the other one was gonna show it.
I was like, where's he going with this? He's not showing it.
No, that's what Disneyland has on the website. I have to go to the parks blog. And of course it takes forever. Jeez Louie, there we go. Season of the Force, actually, this is the most they've ever put in effort into it, dude.
I feel the same way. So if you scroll down to right there, we got 2 new drinks. I can't see the titles, but those are the drinks right there. We got the Fiery Mustafarian, which is añejo tequila. It's got a spicy lava syrup, so it's like cinnamony. And then the Silver Sea Martini, which is the one I want to try. And that's that kind of purpley, kind of clear one up the top. And those 2 cocktail glasses are also from the Galactic Star Cruiser. They were Galactic Star Cruiser exclusives that you could only buy in the gift shop on the Galactic Star Cruiser. And now they'll be selling them at Oga's Cantina. So if you are lucky enough to get into Oga's Cantina, you can get some of these glasses and try these cocktails from a bougie adventure that is no longer available.
Bougie is understatement. Extremely bougie. Galactic Star Cruiser. That is so cool. You're literally getting a Galactic Star Cruiser experience because that was the only way you get this. I'm excited for Season of the Force. It's not just only drinks. We're gonna get the Hyperspace Mountain. We're gonna get Star Tours with new scenes.
Look at that! Pull out that burger, Mondo, from Galactic Grill, and then read what's in that burger. And I can't wait for you to try that thing.
Dude, damn.
Dude, read what's in that. It's crazy. Scroll down. It's a Galactic Grill.
Bantha Burger, Angus beef and vegetable patty, marinated pork belly, American cheese, Asian-inspired slaw, and sambal sweet mayo on a toasted brioche bun. Everything, this is all great. I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to this new like chewy thing. What are they calling it? A Wookiee parfait.
Yeah.
I am a fan of theme park parfaits.
Let me just tell you though, Mondo, I think I found a new drink that may take over Tatooine Sunset for you. If you scroll down a little bit, there's a new drink coming to Ronto Roasters that might overtake your right there.
Yeah.
Read what's in that.
This one right here, coming to Ronto Roasters, it's called Pasana Punch. Orange juice, white grape juice, red passion fruit, and hibiscus. Damn! Give it to me. Friday. It will be available Friday, so April 5th. I'm excited.
I definitely want to see you try that, Mondo, and see if it beats out Tatooine Sunset.
Yeah, Tatooine Sunset, honestly, like, I can't even name a better drink at Disneyland Resort. It's just like, it hits every time. Like, you're thirsty, you want a thirst quencher, Tatooine Sunset. It's the go-to. Most importantly, too, I just want to bring it up, the Wookiee Cookie is making its return. Last year kind of sucked. I'm just being honest. I don't know how many people will admit to that one, but it was not the same. So I'm hoping for a strong resurgence of the Wookiee Cookie not being dry and what it was last year. I really enjoyed the heck out of it the first year. So we'll see. 2 out of 3 years, it could be good. What are you looking forward to the most with Season of the Force, Danny?
I'm looking forward to those fried chicken bow sliders from Docking Bay 7.
Docking Bay 7.
Those look pretty good. I know Peter from Ordinary Adventures, that Dewback spicy noodles was like one of his favorite things he's ever had at Disneyland. He had nothing but good things to say about it. I didn't get to try it last time, so maybe I can try a little bit of that this time. I wanted to try that new drink, the punch, over in Ronto Roasters, and I was intrigued by that Bantha burger. I don't know if I'm going to try that, but I would definitely share it with someone. I don't think I could eat the whole thing. The fries looked like a stomachache to me. I don't know. I don't know if I can have that.
Yeah,
For me personally, it's like a stomachache. And it's real chorizo and Oaxaca cheese. So I don't know. That's a lot.
Oaxaca cheese. I feel like just the dairy's hitting you hard, dude. It's hitting you hard.
Yeah.
But the other thing too, Danny, fire in the rising moons. Let me ask you this question because I'm kind of confused myself. Is this only happening with Wondrous Journey, or are these fireworks or music to fireworks also going to happen with Pixar Fest? I was confused about that. How long did Season of the Force go?
I think through June. Yeah, June 2nd.
So then that means we're gonna get two different styles of Star Wars music to fireworks, because Wondrous Journey ain't the same as Pixar Fest fireworks. So that's how I was like, what? Is that going under the radar and nobody's talking about it, or am I tripping? Because
I don't know. Who knows if it's just going to be general music with fireworks in the background and they're not going to really try to match it because they already match it to the music when you're watching it by the castle. This could just be general music playing. I don't
yeah,
know.
maybe I was giving benefit of the doubt to Disney being creative. I thought they were going to match the music to the fireworks, or they're just going to play some. They're like, enjoy your Star Wars music. We're not here to match anything. That's what it's starting to feel like. They're just going to run generic Star Wars music to fireworks. I thought they were going to like. It was just gonna flow with Wondrous Journey, and then
Are any of these buckets or sippers calling your name, Mondo? We got the Grogu sipper or mug. We got the Jabba the Hutt, the Millennium Falcon, the what's the other? There's one other Star Wars one that was the Stormtrooper helmet that's all like burned out. That one's a bucket as well too.
I have to say this is the only novelty that I want. This cup.
You love those stainless steel tumblers.
Yeah, I love them, dude. They last a long time. They're legit. The buckets, I'm just out of the bucket game, dude. I can't keep doing the buckets. I'm bucket out. I'm bucket out. I just can't do it. I have a feeling there's like a surprise still to come with all this like Season of the Force, like a meet and greet or something. I feel like a meet and greet's coming. We've already had Ahsoka. We've had Mandalorian. Whatever. I think his name is Cassian Andor. I feel like Andor is going to be the one that comes. That's like a big surprise. Like, oh, Andor's a meet and greet in Galaxy's Edge or Tomorrowland, wherever they put him. We got a super chat from Chris Lucas. Danny's point on Pandora connecting to Critter Country makes total sense. I hear World of Frozen is going and Stitch through Fantasy Tower access. I don't know what any of that means.
I don't know what any of that means either.
It's too far.
It's not looking like Pandora's going to be going in Disneyland. So, as much as that sounds cool and was sort of a good theory on my part, like thematically of it connecting that way, which I feel like it really would. It seems like Disney California Adventure Park is going to fit that a little bit better for the route that they're potentially going for Avatar. Think more Way of Water and less Pandora, World of Avatar like we see at Disney World. So when you think of Disney World's Pandora, World of Avatar, that seems like it might transition really well from Critter Country into that. But when you think of Way of Water, Pandora, not necessarily the same kind of great transition. So I'm all for it going into Disney California Adventure Park. Anything that can make DCA a little bit more, capacity added situation is a great thing.
Dude, I was just looking up Oga's Cantina reservations. The only ones that are still available, if you're trying to go with Season of the Force, at 8 in the morning. That's the only option I got. So if I want to drink some whatever those drinks were from Galactic Star Cruiser, 8 in the morning. I don't think I want that. I'll just skip. We got another super chat from Ian dropping the fire. Will you stream tomorrow's Disney investor call? Also, the vlog last week on Tiana's Critter was the best. Been saying Timilion the otter all week. I forgot all these names, Ian. I can't remember all these names, man. Timilion. I really wanted to go to Disneyland, but I think I'm gonna have to change plans because Universal, with all that fire on the studio tour, I didn't realize things changed overnight. Like these things came overnight. I wasn't prepared for that. I think we will be streaming the investor call. It might be boring as heck, or it could be just fire, just them dropping all this news out of nowhere. But yeah, I think I'll do a stream of the investor call. I'm interested on that. I'll let everybody know early tomorrow if I do or don't. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
Also, Danny, how long did it take you to get your D23 tickets on Gold Member Day? I was 31,000, but on Visa Holder Day, I was 1,600. D23 tickets sold out quick this year. It was terrible.
Yeah, I was 11,000 on the gold member day, and I got in that day. But I got in almost at the very end, so of that day anyway. And I didn't get a 3 day ticket, but I am going all 3 days. And I only am going to Honda Center on on the theme park presentation day. I'm not going on the Disney Legends day or the movie presentation day. But I will be going to the convention center on those days. So, and Mondo's not going.
I'm not going. That's where I'm going. I'm not going. Not going because I didn't want to. I could have bought Sunday, but I was like, I want freaking Saturday, man. I want Saturday.
But Sunday's the day to go, Mondo, because that's the day after they announce everything.
Yeah, I don't know, Danny. Who's to say they announce anything though? Just saying. I feel like they are, but I'm just saying. All right, I want to get into this real quick, and we're going to open it up to Q&A and chit chat with everybody. This is directly from Universal Studios themselves. Universal Studios, oh my gosh, so many tabs. Universal Studios has given a lot of detail, and it all involves the 60th anniversary studio tour. You will be able to walk and get off the tram. So you're going to get off the tram, be able to walk the studio tour. We saw Crystal and Chris's reel, which was awesome earlier. Gave us a sneak peek of things to come. The glamour tram, the style of it is back. That's that picture that you see right here. You can actually ride one of those trams right now as we speak. There is some new enhancements that came to life for Earthquake. Actually, I could go over that real quick. They invited people today. I was like, where are people getting these photos? Some people got invited, and they were able to get that first look of the studio tour's Earthquake. And this is from Dizway, so credit to him on Instagram. I think it's just a new aesthetic. It's still the same ride. It's still going to happen the same. Nothing really big is changing as far as I've heard. But it got a new fresh coat of paint, so it's looking nice. It's looking very nice in that Earthquake building. To keep going, they are also going to bring back what is it called? The train, like the runaway train locomotive. I'm shocked that's happening because I have not heard or seen testing or anything of that nature. So that's really coming out of nowhere. That was a big surprise. There's going to be themed foods and drinks. There's going to be merch. They're just going all out for the 60th anniversary. This is the one I wanted to bring up that I didn't have a chance to go over in the video I did because it's like more and more information keeps coming out. They're actually doing a dining pass at Universal Studios Hollywood. It's going to be 2 eligible entrees and 4 eligible dessert, snack, side, or beverage item. I don't know the price of this, but this came out of nowhere. I was like, what? Dining pass? I'm all for it. It's kind of random, but sure. I don't know if will this be like you save money kind of thing? I don't know. I have no freaking clue.
It's got to be because you got 2 entrees, so that's like going to 3 broomsticks and getting like the fish and chips. That's 1 entree, and then
$20 right there.
Yeah, and then it could be your second entree could be going to Super Nintendo and getting like the Luigi's chicken sandwich, and then you've got, in addition to that, you've got 4 other items that could be snacks, could be desserts, or could be beverages. So if you want to get a, 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 which leaves you 2 extra snacks to either use as desserts during your meal or get some snacks when you're walking around Universal, in addition to your meal time. So I feel like that's a perfect amount of food to really have a good day as far as like snacks and drinks and stuff.
Yeah.
And that'll add up real fast at Universal. So
And here's a picture of some of those snacks. Uh, this is all new. I don't know what to say. I'm gonna have to try it. But man, they really went all out. I'm very excited for this like new look, new feel. They said there's gonna be like new celebrities that are gonna be on like the media, so like the videos you see throughout, and that they're gonna like pinpoint a lot of like old locations that just don't exist. They're gonna talk about them. Like, I think one of them was like splitting of the sea. I really hope they talk about the Kong experience that used to be there and just show videos of it. Like, to me, that's good enough. Like, that's so cool. But I can't wait. I'll be there day one. They dropped out of nowhere. Universal Studios is doing like pass member, like sneak peek or first look. I don't think it's on here. But yeah, they're allowing their pass members to get on this studio tour, I think on the 18th. So anybody interested in that, go to Universal Studios Twitter, and they posted a link that you could just go and sign up with your annual pass. That's a really cool perk. Really, really cool perk. I can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it. Let me see. Anything else on your end, Danny? Or let's just go to Q&A.
yeah, we nothing really else to talk about. We covered the Star Wars Season of the Force. We talked about the Universal, which was the biggest news of today. But that's really the main two that we talked about. Autotopia. We talked about what was the other Disneyland update that we had? Oh, the Downtown Disney one. So besides that, we're kind of in a slow news week.
And real quick, I forgot to mention Paint the Night is not coming back. So if anybody that fell for that was an April Fool's. Paint the Night may never come back. So I just want to let people know this is April Fool's right here. Somehow this got almost 8,000 likes. I don't even know how, but that's an April Fool's. All right, let's open up. Post in the comments anything you guys want to talk about, like whatever theme park, Disneyland, Knott's, Universal, any like topics or subjects that you want us to go over, or questions that you have, or just some guidance that you might need on something, restaurant or whatever related. Post in the comments. Let's open up today's Speculation Sunday to Q&A. And post the comments or questions right now so I could go over them. And I'm always excited and happy to do Q&As. I love chatting with everybody. All right, let's see what people are saying. Richie Rich says, I can't find info on the website, but have they announced how wheelchair users are going to be able to get off the tram during the 60th? Dude, I asked this. I don't know. I asked myself that same question too. The whole concept of getting off and getting on. I do not know. I don't know how they handle that with Terror Tram. You know, I'm guessing they might go that same protocol, whatever Terror Tram process. I'm guessing they'll go with that. Did you see Godzilla and Kong? Did you see it, Danny?
No.
I loved it. There was some really weird ass stuff happening in there. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I loved it. I love Kong and Godzilla. You got what you paid for in that ticket, and from beginning to end. Really, I really recommend watching Godzilla and Kong. I really wish this movie debuted first, and then Godzilla -1 debuted second, because Godzilla -1 just destroys anything right now. Godzilla. It's just Godzilla -1 is in its own league. It's just so ridiculously good. Let me see.
Did something move on your desk, Mondo, to cover your microphone?
I don't know.
Oh, now you're good. It almost was like something covered up your mic.
Let me unplug it and plug it back in. All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. We have a question from Nerdy Daydreams. Do y'all think we get fireworks at Star Wars night? I'm gonna go out and say yes, even though it's not listed. I would hope so. All that money you're paying and you don't get fireworks. But they didn't do fireworks for a lot of these other After Dark events, so the answer could be no. But I say yes. When do you think horror event will start at Epic Universe? I can't even say anything Epic Universe. There's like no way to. There's no way to know. There's just no way to know. Big fan. Disney files patent for more aggressive Soren. Did you see that, Danny?
No, but isn't that just Flight of Passage?
No. This one, it was really similar. I think Black Mickey got it. Let me see if I can bring it up. Man, I guess I could go to my Twitter. I know I posted about it. Did I post about it? I might have not. Oh my gosh. I guess I didn't. Disney files patent Soren. That's what I'll put. There we go. So they're like calling it Soren 2.0, Danny. That's like what that's what Blog Mickey's going with. Did I not? Oh my gosh. Soren. Here we go. It doesn't go to it. He might have deleted it, dude. Oh my gosh. Failure. Disney patent Soren 2.0. I know a lot of people were calling it 2.0. This thing right here. Is it this one? I'll just share like this thing right here. I said I think this is King Thanos ride, honestly, but I have no clue. Disney files a lot of patents and they literally go nowhere. Like they just filed it. They want the technology patent.
What's aggressive about it?
Man, Blog Mickey. I go to his website and it just gives me nothing. Maybe, yeah, I go to his website and it gives me nothing. It's funny because it's all these pictures that are like on images on Google are Blog Mickey. I really can't go into detail on my end of like what makes it more aggressive. I don't remember reading the full article, but I was just like, what? My first thought was just this is King Thanos ride. That's what I thought. But yeah, these are it. I'm guessing it just shakes more, Danny. More shaking.
I feel like that's what Flight of Passage is, though.
Yeah, Flight of Passage is pretty intense, honestly.
Yeah.
Does Universal Studios do military discount for merchandise? Man, I have to say I don't know, Jacob. I would go on their website, though. I'm pretty sure they have stuff like that, like a description of what applies. KJ, do you think 2 days in Disneyland will be enough to do everything? We're planning on going to Disneyland this fall, but just for 2 days, so we can spend an extra day in Universal. Is 2 days enough for Disneyland, Danny?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I don't think you'll see everything, but you'll get to see most of what you want to do, for sure.
I think 2 days is way enough. I would really recommend, though, getting Genie Plus. if you're going to be there early, Genie Plus. And you're going to get the most bang for your buck out of those 2 days. I'm looking up that Universal Studios Hollywood military discount merch. I'm gonna have to say maybe they do tickets, but I don't think they do. Yeah, I don't think merch applies. I think it's just a ticket thing. If I don't know what dates they have for military. Um, let me see, Danny. Oh
So
my
fast forward to 10 minutes, 20 seconds.
10 minutes, 20 seconds.
This isn't this like kind of similar to the patent thing you're looking at? I mean, this is just how Flight of Passage works, but it's almost really similar.
I know how it looks just like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a feeling that patent for Soaring 2.0, I think it's King Thanos. That's my guess. That's literally my guess. I'm not excited. I want Disney to be like, this is coming with a timeline. Then I'll get excited. Patent, I don't really care. I don't really care. Danny, I spy Miss Taylor Swift on your wall. Analog says, any tips for grad trips to Universal Hollywood specifically? First time visiting in a really long time. I just know grad nights are crazy. They're just crazy. My best tip, and maybe this is like, you feel like it's not important, but I think it is. Go to like In-N-Out or something before you go to Universal. Because like I feel like as a high school kid, when you get there, you're gonna see these theme park prices. You're gonna be like, "Whoa, what?
What is that one? Grad Bash? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, grad bat. These prices, you're stepping into the adult world, I guess you could say, going into grad night. Theme park is not cheap. Nothing is cheap. So I really recommend getting a meal outside. Like In-N-Out is literally down the hill. Just go to In-N-Out. Do you think the new Autopia cars will be easier to drive? The steering is awful. Let me throw this out there. Is Autopia electric cars? Will they be driving themselves? Or are they going to leave
someone in the chat earlier, when we were talking about it, someone in the chat earlier mentioned Disney was really careful with their verbiage to not say EVs, right? So maybe we're not getting just Autopia cars that have batteries in them that are like EVs that need to be charged that guests just drive. Maybe they said was that they were electrifying them. That could be a hybrid, or it could be that the cars are just attached to the track in some way. Maybe you still control the acceleration, but not necessarily the steering. The steering wheel could be there for like the kids to hold on to and play with, but they're only controlling the acceleration. And if they're connected to the track, they could just be electrified in the sense that, like the way the monorail is. The monorail's touching the electrified wire, so it has power. So maybe they go that route and they just make an electrified track, and the cars just have power that way, and they're not like batteries.
Money. That's all I keep thinking. Money, money, money. That's going to cost a lot of money. Is Savi's workshop available during Star Wars night? I don't think so. I don't think you could build lightsabers in the After Dark event. That's the last thing you want to spend your time on an After Dark event. You only have like 4 hours. I think doing the unique things available is way more worth your time. Let me see. Do you think there is too many Princess and the Frog shops now coming? Lewis is an alligator, not a crocodile. In the 90s, Lewis used to be called Crocodile Mercantile. The best way to say this, Disneyland has gone all in on the Princess and the Frog story and her lure with Fedora's Chic Boutique. We now got Tiana's Palace. We're going to have Lewis's shop over there at Pooh Corner. Brer Berets or whatever, or what was it called? Ray's Berets?
Berets.
Yeah, and I don't even doubt there's more incoming. Dude, they're going all out. Tiana's is like their big reveal. So I don't think they're done. There's more to come. Have you guys tried Palm Breeze Bar? I'm gonna try it this weekend with Amber. I I have not. I've heard good things about it, but it is so damn pricey.
Yeah,
Have you tried it, Danny?
I have. Yes, it's very good. I posted a video on it not that long ago. It's really good. It has great food options, great drink options, but it is really expensive, and it is very cold because
I didn't even think
they
of that.
call it they call it Palm Breeze Bar for a reason because it's the breezeway of the hotel. It's an open space underneath the new Discovery Tower, and so the breeze really like blows through there. So if it's any sort of coldness that day, the wind just accentuates that and makes it really freezing. And they're not really, which is kind of weird that they didn't. Well, I don't know. I don't necessarily know that it's weird, but like this bar definitely screams like this is the place to be in the summer because it's like breezy and like it's probably gonna be really chill there and not like
Yeah.
hot. And it's like not necessarily screaming like the best winter bar, and it wasn't like prepared to be that either. So there's no heaters there. So I think right now it's been kind of suffering in the cold lately. Not a lot of people there because it's just like freezing. I know I was just staying at the Design Hotel with my parents in March when they were visiting. They tried to go to the Palm Breeze Bar and they left because it was so cold. They didn't want to sit there and wait in the freezing cold. So they went inside and went to the lounge off the lobby instead. So
Man, dude, the cold aspect, that's kind of crazy. I didn't think of that. Didn't think of that. I put a link if you guys want to check out. Danny put his review of the Palm Breeze Bar. I put the link to that video in the chat if anybody wants to check that out. Izzy, Universal does give military discount on food and merch. There's no military discount on alcoholic beverages and my Nintendo merch. There you go. Thank you, Izzy. Appreciate you for helping out on that. There's one thing we got to go over before we get out of here and fire it down. And Danny's the perfect person to tell me what the heck was going on, because when I first saw this, I was just lost. I don't even know how else to say it. Blog Mickey. Let me go to blogmickey.com. There we go. All right. I don't know if they have copyright music, so I'm not going to play it. But Epcot, new live entertainment out of nowhere. This is called Forces of Nature Acrobatics. It's a brand new show that has arrived in Epcot. This is like a mysterious fixture that arrived, but this is a real show, and my reaction was literally like, I don't even know what's going on, but sure, whatever. But Danny, you give a little insight to this.
yeah, this is like it's definitely giving vibes of like Tapestry of Dreams, which was like the Millennium Celebration in Epcot. There was a similar like acrobat show in Future World, which is the space this is occupying now for World Celebration. So it's definitely like an homage back to like Epcot's history, and I think in general World Celebration, which is the area that's being unveiled last right now. I mean, we just got the first part of World Celebration when I was just last there. Did you have a chance to see World Celebration, Yamato? You haven't been back since it's been open.
Yes, we're talking about that whole middle fixture things, or
Yeah, with Walt, you've seen that, right?
I saw it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So that whole section, World Celebration, which is the middle, because they Epcot used to be split up into two spots. There was Future World and World Showcase, and then Future World had like the land, the seas, and the Imagination Pavilion, all that stuff. But now they've split it up into pavilions and set like neighborhoods. So there's like World Nature, World Celebration, there's World Showcase, and then just World Discovery. And so like there's all these different neighborhoods in Epcot, and World Celebration is like definitely an homage to like the past. They have Communicore, which used to be a pavilion at Epcot. It's going to be kind of closer to where this is at. And so this middle section, World Celebration, they call it Celebration not only because it's like the middle of Epcot where like all the stuff's going on, but like when they have like different celebrations at Epcot or these festivals, they'll have entertainment. Like, and then the concept art, they showed this. Like the Communicore Plaza, which isn't open up yet, that new building that they're building, it's going to be like a festival center. And all the stuff that's happening in the middle and World Celebration is going to be relevant to that particular festival. And the Flower and Garden Festival just started. And what is that about? It's about like nature, flowers, and all that kind of stuff. And so this show centers around like the elements and like their acrobats, and like there's Mother Earth and like the different elements of Earth. So it's relevant to the nature, celebration. So I wonder in the future how they use this space. Like after the Flower and Garden Festival, we go into food and wine. So I'd be curious to see how they use this performance space for food and wine instead of Flower and Garden. So obviously some of the celebration stuff we saw in the concept art was a lot more grandiose because we had that huge, massive floating garden in the middle of Epcot that they ended up not building, which that was supposed to be the festival center. But they canceled that, right? So we have what we have now. But either way, I loved that middle part of Epcot. That was like my favorite part when I was there. I couldn't believe how amazing it was. And it's cool to see like this little live entertainment kind of like pop up, because it's kind of what made Epcot like cool in the past. And they kind of went away from some of that. Epcot used to have a parade, which if you ever want to search the Tapestry of Dreams parade at Epcot, that was probably the weirdest parade you'll ever see in your life. It has some really iconic music though. Yeah, we were supposed to get that, and then they took it away. Bob Chapek. They got Chapek'd.
What was that parade called again, Daddy? If you want to see the crazy parade,
the Tapestry of Dreams. It's the weirdest. Well, I don't know. Let's be fair. The Eureka Parade at Disney California Adventure, when it first opened, was probably the weirdest parade ever to exist. Then I would say Tapestry of Dreams, because I actually liked Tapestry of Dreams. I think it's very Epcot. It was very unique to Epcot. So, but Tapestry of Dreams is out there. It's out there for sure. So, but Eureka was pretty weird. I mean, we had like that weird goddess float in the beginning. Dude, the floats in Eureka were huge. I can't get over how big those things were.
This is Tapestry of Dreams. This is from fandom.com. Did you have a chance to see this in person?
No, just videos. And the music stuck around in Epcot for a while. I went just after the Millennial Celebration, so I kind of missed some of this stuff. But
what was the DCA one called again?
The Eureka Parade. Gosh, that was weird.
I want to look it up. DCA.
You gotta do
it. Daddy, you told me about this
video of it. The song was like Eureka, Eureka. It was the weirdest parade.
Wow, this is crazy. It's crazy.
Come with me.
This is from disneytouristblog.com, so credit to them. Look at that. A walking San Francisco bridge. What?
Golden Gate Bridge. It's crazy.
Damn. Wow. I don't even know, like, wow. Look at that.
The parade floats were huge. You know what's crazy is that building right there, the Santa Rosa, that's now over in Paradise Garden Grill where you meet characters.
No way.
Yeah.
That's what that used to be.
Yeah, it used to be a gift shop.
Wow.
And when it was like, it got changed to something to do with Bug's Life. when that used to, then when that was Bugs Land.
Now it's Mirabelle's like permanent meet and greet. It feels like.
Yeah.
We got Sea-Doos. Damn, dude, DCA looks so different. Is not.
Man, I tend to agree with Josh down there. He says, "Listen, weird Disney is the best Disney," and I agree. Like this Disney right here is like super weird, but it was like you're never gonna see this kind of Disney again.
No lie, Disney would never invest on a float like that again.
Oh my gosh,
Never.
these floats
Like non-IP.
Yeah, this whole parade had no IP in it. Nothing. The song was like original. Nothing. Like I think Mickey and Minnie were in it like somewhere at some point, but that's it.
They went like full Epcot. They're like, we're just.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's the opening or the closer. That thing's so big.
Dude, that's crazy. Wow. DCA, dude. Look at, I'd never seen that. Wow. Dude.
You gotta play the video, Mondo. You gotta play the video.
Man. Damn, dude. It's crazy. Freaking crazy, man. We got a super chat from Jar Jar Bougie. What? Just dropping a super chat to remind all the Bougie, the Bougie is always watching. Keep up the great work, gentlemen. Jar Jar Bougie. I hope to see you out there at Season of the Force, Jar Jar. But thank you, man. Always appreciate you. Dude, thank you, man. Fired up. Dropping 20. Dude, thank you, Jar Jar. Let me see. I'm just catching up. Sorry for taking so long. Would like to hear Danny's opinion on How to Train Your Dragon, Isles of Berk. Quick thoughts, Danny. Epic Universe.
Epic Universe.
Epic Universe. How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, I love the How to Train Your Dragon franchise. And I think we talked about it in one of the live streams that it has some of the best soundtracks to ever exist for a movie. So that's just walking into that land with that soundtrack playing is going to be epic in and of itself. But I think the detail that you of this size and the amount of stuff they fit in. I mean, we have a roller coaster, we have a dragon flight attraction, we have a restaurant, we have a boat ride.
Show.
We have the show. I mean, you could literally spend the majority of your day just doing the different attractions and things, and the meet and greet. Forgot the meet and greet. Inside Isle of Berk, over here in Epic Universe, and this is just one of 5 lands.
It's just one land. This is one land.
If this doesn't show you that like you're gonna need multiple days to experience Epic Universe, I don't know what else. What else can. The roller coaster seems really fun though. There's already been some like leaked footage of it testing online, and it looks pretty fun. It's a family roller coaster, so it's like in the same vein as like Big Thunder, right? Where like the whole family can enjoy it, and it seems still really thrilling and fun. And it definitely seems like a really great ride for like a kid's like first grown-up roller coaster. You know what I mean? Doesn't go upside down.
The water ride to put out like fires from the dragons.
Mm-hmm.
What? This is just crazy, dude.
Yep.
They went next level of coolness. Dude, I can't wait. I can't wait. I hope there's a lot of shade though, because damn, it's gonna be hot out there.
Yeah, it's gonna be. You're gonna be wanting to go on that boat ride over and over again.
Yeah, for real.
But it looks really good. They did an amazing job on the theming and the placemaking. I can't wait to see that restaurant. That seemed like the coolest part. Besides the show, honestly, every single detail we find out about Epic Universe just makes me want to go even more. And I can't wait to see the details of the Wizarding World that they have. It's going to be so cool. I mean, if we're getting this much level of detail in Isle of Berk, just imagine what we're gonna get for the Wizarding World. Not to mention, Mondo, the monster section, Universal
Yeah.
Monsters. I already know what Mondo's first video is gonna be. The Universal Monster Land.
This whole idea of Epic Universe is just it's hard to wrap my mind that this is real and it's coming next year. I just it's just because like I'm in the Disney bubble and the way we see things happen with like all the construction stuff over here and Epic Universe. They're like, we're just gonna kill the timeline and get it done. It's unbelievable. We got a super chat from Your Shadow. Hi guys, I'm not sure if you already discussed it. Did you get your D23 passes? Fire punch. Fire push. I didn't get nothing. Danny did get passes, and you're going multiple days, right, Danny?
Yeah, I'm going all 3 days.
Oh shit! He's going all 3 days. So follow Danny on Twitter, YouTube. He's gonna be dropping all that fire. I can't wait to see it. I'll be like.
Last question from Big Fan 2019. Danny Wise, Walt Disney World getting a drone show, but not Disneyland. It's not going in the theme park. It's going inside Disney Springs, which already has had a drone show in the past. So this is just like their 2.0. So it's not going in the Magic Kingdom. It's not going in Epcot. It's not going in Hollywood Studios. It's going to be at Disney Springs, which is their shopping area. It's free for anyone to watch. There's free parking at Disney Springs. They don't even charge for parking there. So anyone can just come up and watch this show. And it takes place around the big lake that Disney Springs is on. So it's a really cool concept to watch there. The first version was extremely loud, which makes me realize that like we probably can never have a drone show at Disneyland because we're so close to homes and people don't realize how loud drones actually are. All you have to do is be near a swarm of bees and hear how loud that is, and just imagine a swarm of drones. And that's like 5 times louder. So, but yeah, they already had a drone show at Disney Springs in the past during Christmas, and it was like they did like a bunch of Christmas like decorations in midair. But drone technology has improved tremendously since that first time that they had the show in Disney Springs. So I'm excited to see how they improve it for sure.
Heck yeah. Closing thoughts, Danny. Closing thoughts.
Season of the Force. I'm excited this weekend. So look out for, especially on my X/Twitter, and we'll talk about it on the podcast. I'm going to be doing a mixology class again for Oga's Cantina for Season of the Force weekend. So it'll be fun. I hope to try some of the food this weekend as well too, if I can.
Are you mixed in Oga's?
No. It's gonna be over in Sonoma Terrace like it normally is. Oh. So, but I don't know. Maybe if it rains on Saturday or Friday, they maybe move us into Carthay Circle again.
Damn, that's cool. My closing thoughts. I'm very excited to go back to Universal Studios Hollywood. The change. I still can't believe how much change has happened from one day to the next. Like one day. The 60th anniversary stuff's looking incredible. Really, really incredible. And Season of the Force, I'll be there to cover it all too. Try some of the food, a couple of drinks maybe. I'm really interested to try Galactic Star Cruiser drinks because I never thought I'd be able to sip whatever those things are because, first of all, Galactic Star Cruiser don't exist. And second, I never went. So it's going to be cool to get that experience at Disneyland. Exclusive Disneyland. Walt Disney World ain't getting none of that love. It's shocking. It's weird, but whatever. So stay tuned for all of that. And thank you guys so much. Danny, any podcasts or videos to come one more time just to let people know?
We have one quick question, Mondo, from a member before we leave.
Yep. From Benji?
Yep.
Benji, 23 months. Let's go. Heading up there this week for Food and Wine and Boys and Band. Dude, you better bring that hunger. You're doing 2 festivals. Quick question: if I brought my Knott's ticket, or if I bought my Knott's ticket online, can I upgrade it to a pass? Yes, you can. But just saying that guest services like line has been ridiculous, dude. It's like Knott's is like the most busiest I've ever seen in my life. Like, I don't know how else to say it. But yes, you can. You can upgrade. I really wish they could just let you upgrade on the app or something so you don't have to like wait in any line. But
Yeah, keep in mind too, Benjamin, that the guest services at Knott's Berry Farm, there's an inside line and an outside line, and the outside line is usually shorter than the one on the inside. So,
as weird as that sounds. And yeah, dude, that guest services at the exit of Knott's has been. It's just a long wait. I think that's. I'll just leave it at that. It's just been long. But Benji, good luck. Try the cheeseburger bao at Food and Wine. You will not be disappointed.
Yeah, and then try the Benedict burger and Knott's Berry Farm.
I want to try that again, dude. Just to add for the ticket upgrade to a pass, yes, you can, but it has to be done the same day you use your ticket at Knott's. Thank you, our Knott's Adventure. Very good info right there. All right, everybody. Smash that like button. Thank you for supporting the fire. We are firing it down. Let Calibre Bay, just as Danny, are calling it a day. I'm the main host, Mondo.